Hello, I am Mr. Steam. I am an explorer, and I've come this far to tell you a fantastic story. It's a story about traveling. Would you like to hear it? Then follow me, and let's travel to the world of transport. Let's see. Traveling is moving, using some sort of transport from one place to another. A long time ago, man used to travel only by foot, using the strength of his muscles to walk or run, and commute using only what we call human traction. Just imagine what it would be like to walk from here to China. Woof! As time passed, man started thinking about other ways of traveling, and to help him in everyday tasks, he built faster, more comfortable machines that allowed to carry both passengers and cargo. First, he used animals to carry him, or to pull vehicles on wheels, but that was not it. Man invented the most amazing ways for traveling both by sea and air. But of course, man has also created incredible land transports, and those are my favorites. Let us now have a look at them. There are the two-wheel transports, such as the bicycle or the motorcycle. Then there's the vehicles with 4 or more wheels, such as the automobile and the bus. And there's also the rail transportations, such as the train or the tube, and much more. But trains are my absolute favorites. Do you know what a train is? The train is a means of land transportation that is used to carry several people and cargo at the same time. It is powered by a locomotive that pulls the wagons, and it runs on rails. Do you know who invented the train? Do you know? Follow me, and I will tell you all about it. The first locomotive was invented in 1804, and it was powered by steam. It was called Uncle Dick's Puffer, and it was designed by an English gentleman called Richard Trevithick. Do you know what steam is and how it works? Well, steam is created when we heat up water and it transforms from liquid into gas. We can see this happening when we're cooking and smoke is produced by the pans. When it comes to trains, the steam locomotive carries a boiler running on coal and a big water tank. When you light up the coal, the water in the tank heats up, thus producing steam. Steam then generates pressure, and this is used to move the wheels of the locomotive. In 1814, Mr. George Stephenson built Blatcher, a steam engine serving in coal mines. And in 1829, he created the rocket locomotive that was used for commuting between Liverpool and Manchester. It carried both passengers and cargo. I shall now tell you the story of the train's debut in Portugal. On the 28th of October of 1856, the opening of the first Portuguese railway line took place in the presence of His Majesty King Pedro V and many other courtesans. The rail ran between Lisbon and Carregado, and it travelled for 40 minutes, running for about 40 kilometers. The royal family soon became frequent travellers. When they commuted, they used the train whenever possible, like in their frequent voyages between Barreiro and Vila Viçosa. For that, they used a very special train, the royal train, that you can now see here at the museum. And here's a little extra. The young princes, Pedro and Luís, they had a little steam train of their own that they used to play with in the corridors at the royal mansions. It was called the Lilliputienne, and it's on display here at this very museum. But let us move on then. With the passage of time, trains evolved more and more, and they became faster, more affordable, and more comfortable. Also, new railway lines were built in Portugal, enlarging the railway network communication system. In the early 20th century, diesel engines had their debut, using this all-new fuel that made them faster and much more powerful. In 1926, the Cascais line was the first ever to run on electricity. Frequent commuters on those rails were electrical locomotives such as Amalia or Celeste that you can see here at the museum. Nowadays, trains are much better furbished, and one can enjoy air conditioning, TV, radio, and many other features that allow passengers to travel in a more comfortable, pleasant, and safer fashion. The train is one of the most environment-friendly means of transportation. By train, you can get to know new places, traditions, people, whilst you travel relaxing, playing, reading, drawing, or talking. There's a very special train operated by the Portuguese National Railway Company, the CP. It is called Alfa Pendular, and it's a high-speed train. It connects the cities of Braga, Porto, Aveiro, Coimbra, Entroncamento, Lisboa, and Faro. The trip from Porto to Faro only takes 5 hours and 37 minutes, and it's a 574-kilometer stretch. The maiden Alfa Pendular voyage between Oporto and Lisbon took place in June 1999, followed by the first crossing of the Tagus River via the 25th of April bridge in July that year. This train tops speeds of up to 220 km per hour, and thanks to its tilting motion technology, it can turn at higher speeds than conventional trains. This is Kimboy, a boy who knows everything about trains. Just visit cpkids.cp.pt/kids and get to know him better. And now, I'd like to talk to you about security. By no means should we forget that we must be careful at railway crossings because of the deceiving speed at which trains travel. Never, but never, should we walk along the railways. When you come across a railway crossing, you must first look right and then left. Never run across to the other side and do not stop halfway through. Avoid crossing railways whilst the train is at a stop. It could be concealing yet another moving train. Do not cross when you can already see or hear the train coming. And please, do take notice of any closed safety barriers or alerting sound signals, for they are warnings of trains arriving. Take your time, allow the train to pass, and only then cross safely. Using the available underground and aerial crossings, danger should be easier to avoid. Speaking about the future, can you imagine what trains will look like in days to come? They shall be ultra-fast, like the maglev train, amongst others. These trains are spectacular, and they look as if they were taken out of some science fiction movie. Well, it's now time to go visit the museum. I could hang out all day telling this never-ending story. Go now and enjoy the museum. Have fun. I shall wait for your next visit. See you soon!